Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Right now, I want you to pause and think. Have you ever been completely blindsided by a woman's feelings? One moment she's warm, attentive, even flirty, and the next, she's distant, almost cold, leaving you scrambling for answers. Today, I'm going to reveal something most men will never understand about female psychology. Women fall in love with a man for only 2 reasons. Not 3, not 5, just 2. And once you see them, you'll start to notice patterns in every relationship you've ever had. Here's the truth no one tells you. Women don't fall for who you are. They fall for what you make them feel. That's it. Every interaction, every glance, every word. They're measuring how you impact them emotionally. Are you safe? Are you exciting? Do you make them feel seen, desired, alive? These aren't superficial assessments. They are wired into female psychology. And if you miss this, you will always find yourself confused, chasing someone who will never truly commit. The first reason is security. Not just financial, though that matters. I mean emotional, mental, and social security. Women are looking for a man who can anchor them in chaos. Someone whose presence makes them feel safe in a world that constantly threatens their peace of mind. But notice this, it's not about being perfect. It's about consistency, calmness, and a subtle strength that communicates you can handle the storms of life. When a woman senses that, she relaxes, she lowers her guard, and that's when attachment begins to form. Sometimes so deeply, you won't even recognize when it started. The second reason is desire. Not just sexual desire, but emotional and intellectual desire. Women want to feel drawn to you, challenged by you, intrigued by you. They fall for a man who makes them feel alive, whose energy stimulates theirs. If you're predictable, too passive, or emotionally flat, that spark never ignites. But if you understand subtle tension, playful banter, and the power of your own frame, you become magnetic. Most men fail because they focus only on one of these, the protector or the spark, but never both. The balance is everything. Mastering this duality transforms the way women perceive you. They don't just notice you, they can't stop thinking about you. And this is the secret most dating advice never teaches. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how to activate both reasons effortlessly. And you'll start to see how women around you are responding, sometimes without even realizing it. Now let's pull back the curtain on the first reason, security. Because if you misunderstand this, you'll keep running into the same frustrating pattern. Women who seem interested, but suddenly drift away, leaving you questioning your worth. Security is not about money, muscles, or showing off status. Those things can play a role, yes, but at the core, security is about certainty. A woman needs to feel that when you say something, it holds weight. That when chaos hits, you don't collapse. That when the world tests you, you don't break. Think about this. Have you ever seen a man who wasn't rich, wasn't flashy, wasn't even particularly attractive, yet he always had women orbiting him? You might have wondered, why him? The answer is simple. His presence makes women feel safe. Not in a boring way, but in a grounding way. She knows he won't fall apart emotionally if she tests him. She knows he won't act desperate if she pulls back. That steadiness is magnetic. Women live in a world where their emotions can shift like the weather. Hormones, social pressures, constant attention, and hidden fears. They ride waves of instability more than men realize. So when she meets a man whose emotional core is steady, it feels like shelter in the storm. That's why confidence isn't about loudness or arrogance. It's about the quiet calm of a man who doesn't get easily rattled. Here's the part most men never realize. Security is communicated in micro moments. The way you handle silence when she's upset. The way you don't over-explain yourself when she questions you. The way you stand firm in your values without shoving them in her face. Women are experts at reading these signals, often faster than you even speak. And when she feels that strength, she can relax into her feminine side. That's when love starts brewing. But listen carefully. Security does not mean becoming her emotional punching bag or bending to every need. That's weakness disguised as care. True security is about boundaries, self-respect, and showing that you can love deeply while still standing tall. And paradoxically, when she senses you can walk away if disrespected, her respect for you skyrockets. This is why some men attract commitment effortlessly, while others are endlessly friend-zoned. Women don't choose men they can control. They choose men who create a foundation they can trust. Now we need to dive into the second reason women fall in love: desire. And let me tell you this truth. Security without desire feels like comfort, not passion. That's why so many men get stuck in the role of the nice guy. She appreciates you, she respects you, she may even say she cares for you, but her heart doesn't race when she thinks of you. Desire is what makes her restless in the best way. It's the spark that makes her think about you when you're not around. The reason she smiles at her phone for no reason. The reason she replays your words in her mind at night. But what actually creates desire? Not looks alone, not money, not charm rehearsed in a mirror. Desire is born from contrast. It's when a man shows depth, layers she cannot fully predict or control. Desire grows when she feels you are slightly out of reach, not because you're playing games, but because you have a life, a purpose, and an energy that she has to earn her way into. Women want to be chosen, not handed a man's entire soul on a platter from day one. Think about it. The men who spark desire are not the ones texting non-stop, over-explaining or chasing. They are the ones who keep a frame, who let silence breathe, who look her in the eyes with calm certainty, who flirt with a mix of playfulness and mystery. Desire is about tension, and tension requires space. When she doesn't fully know how you feel, when she senses you have options, when she feels the challenge of winning your attention, that's when desire explodes. Here's the paradox most men don't get. If you try to make her desire you, you lose it. The very act of chasing, proving, or convincing kills the spark. Why? Because desire cannot be forced, it's evoked. It's triggered when your presence communicates that you are a man she could lose, a man who doesn't need her, yet chooses her. That choice makes her feel alive. And here's something even deeper. Women often confuse themselves when desire takes over. They'll rationalize it, fight it, deny it, but they can't escape it. You've probably seen it. She says you're not her type, yet she keeps showing up. She swears she doesn't like you, yet her actions reveal the opposite. That's desire. It bypasses logic and hooks her emotions directly. Now here's where the truth gets uncomfortable. Security without desire makes you safe, but forgettable. Desire without security makes you exciting, but replaceable. Most men fail because they lean too heavily on one side and completely ignore the other. The nice guy builds security. He's there for her, always available, always supportive, but she never feels that magnetic pull. He becomes her therapist, her provider of comfort, but not her man. On the other side, the player creates wild desire. She can't stop thinking about him. She's addicted to his energy. But without true security, she never fully trusts him. That's why she keeps him around for passion, but secretly looks elsewhere for stability. Women want both, but here's the secret. They don't expect it from every man. That's why so many women will tell you, he's a good guy, or he's exciting, but not the one. What they're really saying is this: he gave me one reason to fall, but not both, and without both, love can't root deeply. It stays shallow, temporary, conditional. You might think this sounds impossible. How can you be both the rock and the storm? But that's exactly what awakens the deepest part of a woman's psychology. She wants to feel protected and desired at the same time. She wants to feel your strength, but also the thrill of your unpredictability. She wants to know you're not going anywhere, but also that you could walk away at any moment if she disrespects you. This duality is what makes her love you differently than she loves anyone else. Here's where men sabotage themselves. They overgive security, thinking it will buy affection, or they overplay desire, thinking it will make them irresistible. Both approaches backfire. Why? Because when you give too much security, she takes you for granted. When you rely only on desire, she assumes she can't trust you. The balance is subtle but powerful. You show security by being consistent, calm, and reliable. You spark desire by being unpredictable, playful, and just out of reach. Too much stability, boring. Too much chaos, exhausting. But the mix of both, that's intoxicating. That's when a woman can't stop thinking about you, even when she tries. This is why some men become unforgettable, and others fade into memory. If you've ever felt like a woman was playing games with you, let me tell you the truth. She wasn't just playing, she was testing. And those tests are not random. They are deeply wired into female psychology. Every woman, consciously or unconsciously, will test you to measure if you can provide both security and desire. It's not because she wants to hurt you. It's because her heart and future depend on it. Think about this. When she pulls away suddenly, doesn't text back right away, or gives you attitude for no clear reason, most men panic. They chase, they over-explain, they beg for clarity. That reaction instantly kills both security and desire. Why? Because it shows her that your emotions are fragile, that you can be rattled, that you need her approval to feel stable. A man who collapses under pressure communicates weakness, and weakness, no matter how kind or giving, never builds attraction. Now flip the script. Imagine when she withdraws, and instead of chasing, you remain calm, patient, unshaken. You don't lash out, you don't fold, you don't rush to fix it. You give her space, you stay in your frame, you continue leading your life. That calmness screams security. And paradoxically, it also reignites desire, because she realizes you are not controlled by her moods. You are the man who sets the tone. Here's another test. She'll sometimes challenge your values. Maybe she'll poke fun at your ambitions, question your decisions, or push boundaries you've set. Most men cave, thinking that giving in will earn love. Wrong. When you bend against your own standards, you lose both her respect and her attraction. A man who defends his boundaries without anger, without arrogance, but with firm certainty, he passes the test. That's the man she can trust. And finally, the most subtle test of all, she'll give you opportunities to lead. Ordering at a restaurant, making a plan for the weekend, even deciding how to handle small inconveniences. Fail to lead, and she feels unsafe. Lead too harshly, and she feels controlled. Lead with calm confidence, and she feels both secure and excited. Understand this. Every test is not an attack. It's an invitation. She wants to know if you're the man her heart can trust and her body can crave at the same time. Fail the test, and her love fades. Pass it, and it grows stronger, often without her even realizing why. Here's a truth most men never see. Before a woman admits she's falling in love, her body and behavior start giving it away. These signals are subtle, sometimes invisible to the untrained eye, but once you learn them, you'll see them everywhere. And when you recognize them, you'll understand exactly where you stand with her, without needing her words. The first sign is attention. A woman falling in love doesn't just give you time, she gives you focus. She starts remembering the smallest details about you, the way you take your coffee, the story you told once about your childhood, the little habits you didn't think anyone noticed. That's not casual interest. That's her mind anchoring itself to you. Another signal is her comfort level with vulnerability. When she begins to trust you, she'll reveal things she normally hides: her fears, her insecurities, her private dreams. Women don't open up like this to every man. If she starts letting down her walls, it means she feels the kind of security that only sparks love. But pay attention. If you dismiss or minimize her vulnerability, you break that fragile bond instantly. There's also the physical tells. A woman in love will unconsciously mirror your movements, crossing her arms when you do, leaning in when you lean closer. Her eyes will linger just a little longer. Her smile will appear at moments that don't call for it. She'll find excuses for small touches, brushing past you, fixing something on your shirt, playfully hitting your arm. These aren't accidents. They are instinctive signals of growing attachment. But perhaps the strongest signal is investment. A woman falling in love begins to prioritize you in her world. She rearranges her schedule. She checks in more often. She seeks your opinion before making decisions. She starts weaving you into the fabric of her daily life. That's not convenience. It's commitment forming in silence. Here's the catch. Most men miss these signals because they're too busy chasing verbal confirmation. They want her to say it outright. But women rarely announce their feelings at first. They show them, and they wait to see if you notice. If you do, and you respond with steady confidence, her love deepens. If you miss it, doubt creeps in, and she questions whether she chose the right man. Here's the heartbreaking part. Most men sabotage love without even realizing it. A woman begins to fall. Her signals are there. Her emotions are awakening. But instead of nurturing that fragile fire, men smother it. They suffocate it with insecurity, overinvestment, or a lack of control. And then they wonder, what happened? She was into me, and now she's gone cold. Let me tell you exactly why this happens. The first mistake is over-validation. When a woman shows interest, many men go into overdrive, endless compliments, constant texting, showering her with attention. At first, she might smile at it, but soon it flips. Why? Because when you give too much too fast, she feels you don't value yourself. She hasn't earned that level of devotion, and deep inside, she questions why you're so quick to give it. It makes her trust you less, not more. The second mistake is neediness disguised as care. You think you're being attentive, wanting to see her all the time, asking if she's okay every hour, trying to be her everything. But what she feels is pressure. It tells her you don't have a life outside of her. And if you don't have a life, you don't have value. Women fall for men who add to their world, not men who collapse their world into hers. The third mistake is emotional volatility. Maybe she tests you, maybe she pulls away for a moment, and you respond with anger, panic, or sulking. That destroys both security and desire in one move. Because if she can shake you that easily, you're not the man she thought you were. Love doesn't survive in the arms of instability. And here's the most damaging mistake: losing mystery. When a man lays out every thought, every feeling, every plan, he leaves nothing for her to discover. Love thrives on curiosity. When you remove that curiosity, you strip away the spark. She knows you, she has you, and suddenly, the thrill is gone. What men don't realize is that love is not destroyed in big moments. It dies slowly through small acts of overexposure, overgiving, and overreacting. And once it dies, she doesn't come back the same way. She might stay physically, but her heart quietly leaves. Now we arrive at the truth that separates a fleeting attraction from a lifelong bond. A woman might fall in love because of security and desire, but she stays in love for only one reason: because you continue to be the man who embodies both. Love is not a prize you win once. It's a flame that must be fed, not with grand gestures or endless chasing, but with consistency in who you are. Here's what most men never grasp. Women don't leave men because they stopped loving them. They leave because the man stopped being the version she fell in love with. Over time, he became complacent. He stopped leading. He stopped challenging her. He stopped making her feel secure and alive. Slowly, the polarity shifted, and she began to wonder, where did that man go? That's when love fades, not because she wanted it to, but because he let it. To stay in a woman's heart, you must guard your frame. Never stop growing. Never stop pursuing your purpose. Never stop being unpredictable enough to keep her on her toes, yet reliable enough to make her trust you with her soul. She needs to know you will protect her world, but also disrupt her world just enough to keep her enchanted. That balance is what keeps her love alive for years, even decades. Think about the couples who stay passionate after decades together. It's not luck. It's not accident. It's a man who never lost his edge, who never stopped being a challenge, who never let comfort make him soft. He made her feel safe, but also made her feel like she could lose him if she stopped valuing him. That's the paradox that keeps love eternal. So, if you want to be unforgettable, if you want to be the man she never gets over, understand this. She falls in love for two reasons: security and desire. But she stays in love when you embody them every single day. That's the truth most men will never hear. But now you know it. Let me leave you with this question. In your last relationship, do you think she fell for your security or your desire? Tell me in the comments below. And if this opened your eyes, make sure you like this video, subscribe for more, and share it with a friend who desperately needs to hear this today.